You know, all this while, these 8 years, 9 years that I've been in Canada, I've always felt alone.
I don't believe in this whole coming to Canada anymore. I don't believe that it was the right choice, you know. Sometimes I just feel I just want to go back home. I just want to just start all over.
Home. Although I was born in Canada, I grew up in Nigeria, a place where the hustle and bustle in life is a constant struggle. I grew up aware that one day I would take that flight back to Canada in pursuit of my Canadian dream. But just like many others, I too had that dream imbued in me and a constant reminder that I had a Canadian passport, that getaway card. I abandoned family, friends, and loved ones in search of my dreams and aspirations. And the plan was for me to come to Canada, make lots of money to support the family back home. Now, this plan seemed simple and easy until I came to face the cold, hard reality. I came to Canada when Winnipeg had one of its worst winters, man. It was insane. There was a family that we sort of had arranged that I was going to stay with them. Old family friends, you know, people that my parents knew when they were here in Canada. I had only $20 US on me, so I took a cab to their house. Before I uttered a word, they said, I'm sorry, we tried to contact your mom, that you can't stay here. I was shocked. I didn't know how to use anything. Everything from just the vending machines to using a phone, even boarding a bus. It was pretty obvious that my papers were going to be invalid. And they were, because I applied for jobs like crazy and couldn't get a job in the engineering industry, any engineering firm. So I went back to school. I changed my course in life to do what I really wanted to do. I became an artist, a filmmaker. And I think in my head, somewhere, I just kept running over and over the last words that my mom had told me, that you'll do well, that you'll do well, that I'm very proud of you. Those things were things that I think kept me going.
I want her here. I want them to come.
And this trip is important to you, her trip coming?
Very, very important.
Why?
Primarily to see her, to see both of them actually, and just to finally have them just see my life.
Hello, Mom. Yeah, Adam, we've been trying to get a hold of you forever.
You've been trying to reach me?
Yes. I am right here right now with the producer with the Canadian National Film Board.
Hello there.
Hello, how are you?
I'm fine, how are you?
Very well, thank you.
Oh, wonderful. And we would like to know if you would agree to be in the film with him when you're here. Okay, I'll put Arinze back on. Hold on.
Hello, Mom. MSI, I will not bugging. I will call you, yes. I promise. Okay, love you. Okay, bye.
I've been covering up my relationship and covering up my professional career choice. I studied civil engineering in Nigeria, and I was to come to Canada and continue in that field and you know, get a career in engineering. But that's not what I am. I'm an artist. I've never really had the guts really to tell them. And I have no idea how they're gonna take it. You know, after my dad, you know, spent all those years, his blood, sweat, and tears putting me through school. And now, years later, for me to tell him, okay, you were right then, maybe I should have made the decision then, but I'm making it now. It's kind of going, I'm going. I don't know how he's gonna take it. I don't know.
My career is not the only thing that I kept a secret from my family. They didn't know about the one woman in my life.
I mean, of course, ideally, my family would love for me to marry a Jewish, a nice Jewish man, but I think the bottom line is they just want me to be happy, and they want somebody that I'm compatible with.
My mom is a born-again Christian, and that's a big thing for her. Tina and I have been together for about 5 years.
Oh, this is one of Arinze's shows at McNally Robinson. This was his book signing. I was proud. I was so proud. He was so cute, and he got in his little shirt, and he got up there, and I don't know if you ever make a conscious decision that, hey, this is it. It flows like that, and that's it. Just worked.
We've been together for a while now, and it didn't seem right that my family knew nothing about her.
If you'd really taken a good look at my place, you would know that it's definitely not homey at all. It's definitely not for a family. It's a madman's house. I've got a lot of work to do just to clean up for my parents, so they didn't raise me to clock 30 and still live in a one-bedroom little, shithole and to clean up. Just so they don't get here and think, oh, this boy is dying. We probably need to convince them to come back home. At some point while they're here, I'm expecting a huge change. Either way that it turns, whether to my, in my favor or not, it'll at least be done with,
$14 million to fight heart disease. He covered over 5.
Oh, we have lots of shopping to do. Hurry up.
Well, he was damn nervous. Not sure if they're gonna accept his lifestyle, and I completely understand that.
No, seriously,
Okay, but seriously, babe? No, seriously. You want a break?
See, the whole plan, babe, master plan is in the end, I'm gonna use the room as my blue room.
It's the curiosity is killing me. Just what she looks like, how she is. Are they similar, their mannerisms,
When we're done, my place is gonna look like $1 million, right?
and feeling like every aspect of my life is sort of going to be picked out and scrutinized.
When do we get to paint?
And then after that, I'm going to have to tell them my personal life. Tell them about my girlfriend, Tina.
I hope the religion conversation doesn't come up, because I think that's a big issue.
To tell them that she's not my choice of partner, and having them to accept that is going to be really, really rough.
Can't change it.
Miracles happen sometimes, right?
When I went home, I didn't open up to my own personal life. It's like everything is well was all that you hear from me.
I asked him a couple times if he talked about me when he talked to them, and he actually said, no, we just talk about back home. I don't even talk about me.
They knew nothing. And I left them there knowing nothing still. Career, relationships.
It makes you feel like crap and like you're not worthy of being spoken about, or that you haven't, contributed enough to someone's life that you can tell your parents about.
I wanted to a few times, but I didn't want them to worry about me instead. Being concerned and not being able to do anything about it. So I knew that the best way was for them to come.
Trying to prepare my place for my parents' visit. So, still very nervous about it. This is my blood, sweat, and tears from Hello? Oh, sounds good. All right. Okay, thanks, bye. Tina's gonna be coming down to help me for a little bit when she gets off work. She's been excited, and she's been more excited than I am. Hoping to make everything work out perfectly fine, you know. But I'm excited though. Got all these little plans that I have. Like I want to take them to different shows, you know, live theater, take them to the movies. We don't have cinema back in Nigeria, so take them out to quite a few movies. That'll be fun. I've been so distant from my immediate family for so long. Besides spending time with me and having some fun, I'm gonna be introducing them to my girlfriend. I'm gonna be introducing them to my new life. They'll mean quite a bit for the relationship. It'll be a new start for us. The whole idea of this whole thing is just, in the end, for both worlds in my life to finally meet.
After a long 12-hour bus ride to the Canadian visa office in Lagos, my parents' application was denied a third time.
I was born in Canada, and that's the only difference between me being able to get my stuff processed and my parents getting their stuff processed. Because I had what? The blue card, the Canadian passport. But my parents can't come and visit me. Why? Because they are Nigerians. So to come and visit me, there's this big fucking suspicion that, once they get here, that they're not gonna leave the country. But this is my mother. I have her itinerary, I have all the information.
I understand, sir, but I'm sorry. For security reasons?
Now the connecting flights, now you know sir, I no give me itinerary now. Everything where I give now over the phone. Oh, okay. I don't know. But you know how things they do. If person don't know to ask to, then...
To repeat this message, press 9.
I just wanted this to be just have a happy end and everybody move on with their lives, you know. It's painful to just think that my folks have no freedom because they were born in Nigeria. Hello?
I'm beginning to feel the pressures of this visit, and it's starting to take a toll on me, and it's affecting my relationship with Tina.
I don't know if I'm on a self-destructive mode. I'm just having a hard time with my relationship. Dealing with Tina and just basically, get my life together. It just feels like, I just feel like once I've just got a grasp of this is falling apart. I go to grab that and that's falling apart. And the more I try, the harder it is, I just wish everything could just fucking work out, I just wish everything could work out.
I think it's more about the commitment level.
It's hard to make that decision. That's the crossroad I'm in.
You spend 5 years with somebody, we're not exactly 19 years old either, I don't want to be 40 years old having my first baby.
I don't know what's going to happen 40 years from now.
Yeah, but
I may want to retire to the Nigerian.
Isn't that something that you can discuss, though? Why does that, I don't know.
This is the way I feel about this situation. It scares the shit out of me. If I was an emotional guy, I would be crying right now telling you this and saying, I don't want to lose you.
I asked a few people that I knew who were interracial children, and I got both. I got both ends of it. Yes, I didn't feel like I fit in, and I had no problems, And I think a lot of that has to do with the parents and how they educate the children on the cultures,
Even think that I am in any way responsible for somebody else to feel out.
But wouldn't that just make you work harder to make sure your kids didn't feel that way?
We can argue anything we want to argue about last night or the past 5 years and how it should have been done differently till thy kingdom come. I can't validate someone who hasn't walked a mile in my shoes to come around to tell me what to do. They don't know what I'm really going through.
But you have to understand also that you are living in Canada.
I am living in Canada, but
some
it does not
things that
necessarily
you do need to be adapted to the Canadian culture.
I've said mine, said all I have to say.
Would you be? Would you be my girl? Would you be?
I'm doubting and questioning everything.
If you knew me. There's so many reasons why.
4 days since I and Tina said goodbye.
You know, it was so disappointing for me. It really was. You know, we still have 5 years of history, so that doesn't go away. So.
I know I hate the arguments, I know I hate the fights, but I've dealt with them before. But why it seems so hard for me to deal with them now? These days I have no idea, but I just couldn't take it anymore.
His family to him is number one, and I completely understand that. And I certainly would never want to come in the middle of that.
The last time I talked to her, she asked me first if I was sure. I said yes. But I'm worried about you. And she said, don't worry about me. I've got a good support system. Mom. Yeah, Kedu. Ilutego no. Yes. No. So congratulations, what on the visa. So, and I got your message. You said that you are ready to leave first week in November, but Dad I did already. Dad is not ready to leave. Okay. Then I'll talk to him. Hello? Yes. Autumn, you, because of exams and all that, you cannot leave till the first week in December. First week in December. Oh. Okay, so when are you going to be willing to travel? You would prefer January? Okay. The other way? Come on. Get those kinks out of your bag. Come on. And go. I've taken on a number of projects to get my mind off things.
You might be from this village, but not of this village.
Name is Arinze. You, Jennifer. Hold on, okay? Hold on a second. Until I get this call that my parents' visa and flight schedules have been confirmed. Okay. Thanks. Yeah, James is coming to get you. Okay. Yeah, I'll be fixed. I hope it does. Now I'm back into making arrangements and seeking advice from those that I can truly confide in.
I know that I had been jumping back and forth and unsure where I wanted to be
a lot of those things in my mind are already settled because all in all, it's my whatever I want to do.
It's your it's your decision and it's your call.
Yeah.
Uzo is my best friend, and he was born in Canada as well. And just like me, he grew up in Nigeria and returned to Canada 8 years ago.
You're the mechanic, right? Artist, engineer,
Now we have to figure out.
His parents came to visit him a couple of years ago, so he's been down this road already.
Though my dad and I, we quarreled like every other day.
When he was here.
Yeah. But you get stuff like, I'm the head of this family, and
Everybody did
even though this isn't my house, you still have to listen to me because I'm the head of this family. When it used to be, this is my house. If you don't like it, move out. Move out. You gotta listen to me. Yeah, but I love him any which way. It's all about love. Are you gonna introduce Tina?
I would have loved to introduce Tina.
So you're not basically.
I would.
You won't even nothing like that, no. So it's not even you guys not even talk about it. I put it to you that it must come up in conversation. Your mom's gonna ask you what's going on with your love life.
And there might be an option where I'm gonna have to ask Tina, call Tina and ask her if my mom wants to meet her, if she will. That's if she'll talk to me first. She tells me.
I talked to Tina like last weekend.
What?
Oh, I love the expression on your face.
You did?
It's almost like I got an inside and you didn't.
This was when? Just last weekend?
Yeah, last weekend, yeah. Last Saturday.
You didn't tell me this.
I'm just trying to ease the pain a little bit, that's all. Dr. Love. But I think you should introduce it to your mom, though, any which way.
I've been anticipating this visit for a long time. Now here it is.
Yeah, I will call you once she gets here. All right. Good day. Bye.
I'm gonna take her shopping. Make sure she relaxes and enjoys her time here, man. I'll show her around the city. Get her mind off all the worries of Nigeria. Just get her mind off of all that.
Hey, oh, you look great.
Thank you.
It was a really long trip, though.
Very long, very long. But I thank God for the safety.
Mom, this is for you.
Thank you.
Mommy. You made it. Good. Mommy.
That's your grandmother.
Yes,
Your late grandmother.
I was 10. Look at that belly. Does he have a tummy now?
No, it doesn't.
That's a body that big, smart.
They're just friends. That's one of our wives.
Not just the uncle, Serial's wife, uncle. So
Our wife.
she's our wife.
She's married by everybody in the family,
Right.
even the extended family. Marriage in Nigeria is complicated.
Why do you say that?
Well, you don't just meet a girl and, you become friends and you get married. No.
It doesn't happen that easy.
No.
Even in this day and age.
Even in this day and age. Like you heard me say, our wife, my wife,
Yeah.
So it's
So
not
it's not
just
just
a
one
wife
person's-
to you,
right.
But to everybody in that family, okay? So that when you have problems later, it's not a matter of going to the court.
Yeah.
You find everybody contributing one way or the other. You have someone to turn to. Now, if you take the decision alone, okay, if anything happens, you'll be so ashamed or so scared to go to anybody.
Right, yeah.
You're on your own,
Right.
and
that
the
could
end
be
is
devastating.
it's either divorce or one person killing the other.
Say, in my case, if I were to get married now,
But it depends on what you want to make out of your family, okay? If they were part of the family and it's a family decision, things can still go wrong, you know? But the end result is that you're not on your own, okay? You're not on your own.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Family is the bedrock of Nigerian society. My mother's right. With my mother here, I feel like my feet are on solid ground for the first time in a long time. I guess there are certain things that you never really outgrow. Mom has even agreed to meet with Tina tomorrow. Finally, both worlds coming together.
Yeah, I was in London while he was in Leicester. Then we were still courting.
So how long do you guys court?
About almost 3 years.
Hoi.
Almost.
I always told myself, you know, by the time I'm 30, hopefully at least I don't meet the person when. Maybe think about settling down.
That was kind of my plan too.
You see, you get to an age, if you don't get married by then, you won't enjoy your children. You should now begin to focus. I know, in this Canada, in this Winnipeg, you know, all around Canada, you should be able to meet a woman. And an African for that matter, not a Caucasian.
Even though the day we board plane and come here, we no consider Oyibo. What is wrong with it?
Because of the difference in culture. It's not that it's what's the culture? Basic.
Okay, what is this culture? No. I'm on the same. I understand. I'm just trying to hear your own side of it.
You're black, I'm white, okay? For you and I, getting married is okay. But what about the products of that marriage? That child is neither black nor white, you know?
But they're beautiful.
And they're beautiful. But the question is, where do they really belong?
The idea of Christianity and purity of race, I never ever expected such stuff from my mom. You know, one minute I'm complaining to my mom about the things that I'm feeling, about, you know, here, with a sense of isolation and the level of discrimination that's still going on, you know, and all that stuff. And then she turns around to play the same cards at me. There are things that need to be changed in me and in my mom. I don't know about my dad yet.
Regardless of the situation, I'm still gonna do it. I think I've been running more scenarios about what I'm gonna say. You know, do I impress her with my Igbo language? Make sure I don't say any of the dirty words though. I do know what they mean. Do I, you know, tell her how I feel about Arinze? Do I just ask her about her life? I wanna make sure I don't ask her too many questions. You know, like, it's tough because I don't want her to think like I'm a doorknob.
Are you nervous?
Well, of you meeting Tina, yes.
If we have 1/100th of a chance of getting back together, I am not going to lose this opportunity. And that's just the bottom line.
She had a lot to do in the past 5 years of my life, so seeing her, meeting you, yeah.
And she knows I'm Jewish. Oh, God. Can't change it.
I've got a little nervous and stuff about that.
Well, I don't think you need to be. Yeah. We'll see what happens when she comes in.
I started this thing as me fulfilling a promise, but I don't think that's all it is anymore. So I'm really, really freaking confused.
Me being crazy and nervous is gonna be me screwing everything up. I just wanna be me, you know? That's what Arinze fell in love with at one point, and hopefully that's what his mom will. I'm not saying fall in love with me. I don't even care if she loves me. I just want her to like me. I don't want her to be indifferent. I want her to like me.
Hello?
I'm here.
Okay.
Open up.
How are you doing?
Nervous as hell, so hurry up.
Okay.
I'm shaking.
You are?
Yeah, buzz me.
It's all good.
Okay, bye.
Hello.
You look good.
You look not bad yourself.
Hi. Oh, is it warm in here?
It is.
That's a nice shirt. Where'd you get that from?
Somebody who liked me.
Bought it for you?
Bought it for me.
Hi, how are you? I've been waiting a very long time to meet you.
So I gather. How are you?
Good, how are you doing?
You're welcome.
You look lovely.
Thank you. You too.
See, I'm already crying.
No, don't. You don't have to.
You guys really look alike.
Oh, we do?
I think so.
I'm going to use that to roll it.
I'm hungry.
So you're not hungry. All right?
It's not.
That's all right.
I kind of dropped some shell in there.
They did?
I think so.
I don't think so.
And the margarine gives it some consistency.
Let me help you a little bit. Just hold the bowl for me.
Okay. Oh, is that how it's supposed to be? I'm cooking with your mom, so nothing could be obtrusive at this point. It's like I call her the mystery mom. You know, she's just been a mystery to me for so long that it's really nice. Thank you for the opportunity. I really appreciate it.
Well, for me, it's an opportunity to say thank you. You know, he has said so much about you. In fact, he told us how you took good care of him. You know, you did this, you did the other. You ask him, what about this? He will say, well, I don't know, Tina did. You know, you ask another time, I don't know, Tina did, you know. And I kind of told myself, well, it would be nice to meet this Tina, you know, who took care of him, like, you know, like I would have if I'd been around. And it's only proper that I meet with you and say a big thank you, you know?
I still love him very much, so I wouldn't have it any other way.
It really changed my own, should I call it biases? Because my experiences, like I told you in Edmonton, wasn't anything to write home about, you know? And getting the opposite treatment is something to thank God for, you know? Please stop crying. Stop crying. Okay? All right, thank you very much.
It means a lot to me. I appreciate that.
Thank you, we really do. We do.
Both of you mean a lot to me, a whole lot. And
I'm so proud of him, so. I knew this was gonna happen.
But I think we can continue with our chin-chin. We should. All right.
how you feeling?
Well, I'm praying that he's on this flight.
I see something.
That's him. That's you. No.
Oh, dear girl.
Kedu? No.
Daddy. Oh my goodness. You made it. You made it.
That's it, Dad.
Thank you so much. Of course, even without giving him the test, he was an artist. Because right from Right from his first day in a nursery school, came back and didn't want to go to bed. He just wanted to draw. And I had to go and purchase a paper box and fill it with paper, for him, so that he could draw. And he kept drawing. And I kept everything that he drew. I wrote back there in Nigeria.
I had to make up my mind. I couldn't make up my mind then because of, the environment, Everybody wants you to be like your father or better, He's an engineer, so I should aspire to be an engineer and a better one. And
I'm just sorry that you didn't take seriously what your daddy told you, that you should do what made you happy.
But don't you think it's a little too late for me at this stage in my life to finally come around?
There's a saying in the vernacular.
That's true.
That is to say, if I may translate, whenever you wake up, that's your morning.
Right.
Oh.
I don't know when my parents will be here again.
What did you feel
And I want Tina to meet my dad.
having met her?
So I called her and asked her, and she agreed.
From all you've said about her, and the evidences I see all over the place.
Sometimes when you're under a lot of pressure, you start to second guess yourself. Am I sure that I'm not sabotaging the relationship because of that?
Well, if you remember, that was what I asked you. I said, I hope that decision wasn't based, on the fact that we were coming.
Hi.
Hello.
It's a pleasure to meet you. I've been waiting a long time to meet you.
Well, you're coming out from the good.
I bought you guys a little sort of Christmas kind of present.
You know what
This
baffles
card
me
is
about that?
for both of you.
That's
What's
very
funny?
sweet of you.
Thank
you very much.
You're welcome.
This young Jewish lady is getting new Christmas gifts. That's pretty
I don't
sweet.
celebrate.
Thank you
doesn't
very
mean that
much.
I can't. I hope you like it, but thanks. Do you like it?
Yeah.
It's nice, right? But you have to read the inscription on
Let
this
me say
card.
thank you first.
Bless you. You're welcome.
Oh, this is nice.
How I met your son. Oh, this is a funny story. Believe me, this is a funny story. You're gonna like this one. It was actually through a mutual friend. And I saw him and I thought he was so handsome. So I said, who's that? And he said, oh, that's Arinze. Introduce me. And then he invited me and my friends to the African Pavilion at Folklorama. And I thought, okay, whatever, we'll go. I kind of liked him, but and he I don't know, whatever. So we figured we'd go. And then he came out in the straw skirt. And I was like, woohoo! No, but it was really interesting. And it was like, wow, this guy's got a really good job. He's good looking, he's smart, he's very cultured, he's very into his culture. I was just really impressed.
I was going to ask, how did the fire go out?
Oh, God.
How what?
The fire went out.
Well, go ahead.
I think that personally for me, the fire is not gone. We're very different, and I think that we didn't learn how to work together with our differences.
At the same time, our personalities are sort of alike too. We're both very stubborn. Any decision I make here, I have to live with it. So when I make my decisions, I make them based on what I know. Whether I'm right or wrong, at the moment, it has to be right. So I find it hard being receptive to anybody else trying to.
There must be a meeting point, okay? To have a fulfilling relationship, to have a long-lasting relationship, there must be a midway.
Right.
There will be war, all right? It's okay now, but Will there be war? Will there be, when I call it war, challenges that you're going to face?
Absolutely.
There will be so many. And unless two of you are really supportive of yourself, you know, one may have a hard time. I don't want marriage that only lasts for 2 or 3 years, you know. So
Marriage
it's
is a lifetime.
Yeah, it's a lifetime. And the religion that I profess, you know, whether it's good, whether it's bad, you just have to stick it out. Do you understand?
Absolutely, and I agree with you on the marriage thing. I mean, my parents have been together for 35 years, and that's the role model that I've been able to see. And I certainly, you know, it's either forever or we're not doing it.
The bottom line, if the relationship between the two of you is strong enough, then forget the rest of the world, quite frankly.
Maybe ultimately, yes, it is, you know, yeah. It's all about the love. It's all about how the two people feel about each other. But you still get, there are still facts that need to be faced.
The cultural difference, the shock, what will come out of the marriage. Because for two of you, there may not be that much, you know, problem as much as the children that will come out of it. And they're neither Canadian nor Nigerian, okay? They can't fit very well into either society. This is something between two of you, knowing all the problems on ground. Are you ready, you know, to face them?
That everybody needs somebody to love. I think it's maybe a cliche. It would be a pity to allow any other influence to deny you the opportunity to have somebody you love. That's why I would look at it. Okay?
The pessimistic side of me, the things that I had expected that they were gonna have a problem with, they seem to be fine. So it's now a matter of me making those decisions myself. I don't know what to say, man. My folks are gone.
I still love him very much.
And unless two of you are really supportive of yourself,
I was the one that was bragging to everybody about
one
you.
may have a hard time.
That everybody needs somebody to love.
It's all about love.
Think and pray about it so that you really know which way do I go.
I can't find my hat. Yeah. I better look slick, man. Where's my hat? Right, baby. I called, and even before I said a word, my dad, you know, just popped the question. So, are you gonna try to get things fixed with you and that girl? I'm like, that girl? What girl?
Yes? Can I help you? No soliciting. Mandingo.
Yes, it's all the way from Africa, madam. Hurry up, it's too heavy.
When we broke up, I was done. The madame is busy. He called me, and we just started to talk.
Okay, I will sit here and wait.
We do this all the time.
He says, like, come on, Tina, you're gonna try to get things fixed. I'm like, yeah, we're talking. Oh, good, okay, that's all I gotta say, he says.
It's something about us, I don't know. We're so different, but yet we just can't seem to get away from each other.
The previously so-called concern of mine, which was the acceptance of my parents, that's not an issue at all. It's stuff that I probably just made up in my head with reasons, but it's the least of our concerns now. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Cool. Yeah, I think so. I'm happy with that. Yeah.